WWE star reflects on insane Randy Orton match. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. A WWE star has reflected on the insane experience of wrestling a main event match against Randy Orton. The main event of the August 19th, 2024 episode of Monday Night Raw saw Randy Orton stand across the ring from Ludwig Kaiser, 2 weeks before Orton challenged Kaiser's longtime teammate Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at WWE Bash in Berlin 2024. The match was Kaiser's first time in the ring with the 14-time world champion, with Orton picking up the win after an almost 15-minute contest. Kaiser discussed the match with Orton during an appearance on the Kent Jeter podcast with Hamad Ferdousi, describing it as insane and an honor. Yes, that was insane for me. He was an idol for me, and I didn't exactly take stuff from him, but he massively influenced me. I wanted to work just like him. He has that aura and charisma, even in his private life. He is larger than life. He's got that charisma. When 10 people come into a room, you're not looking at anybody else but him. Not for a second did I think about being the first German in a Raw main event. The first thought was, I have to show up and show out. Not necessarily for the fans or the boss, but for myself. I am hard on myself and cannot get excited for matches. I am excited for the feeling after. This is the feeling I am chasing, especially after that evening. But I am not keeping up with statistics and facts. After some time, this is insane for me, thinking about it, but not in the moment. But it is insane and it is an honor. But it is important that I focus on what is important. It's good that we talk about me being the first German against Randy Orton in the main event, but imagine if everyone was talking about the first German that screwed up in the main event with Randy Orton now. The focus has to be on the important stuff. Kaiser got another opportunity to step in the ring with Orton later that same week, as he and Gunther teamed up on the August 25th episode of SmackDown to take on Cody Rhodes and the Viper in tag team action. With Kaiser again coming out on the losing side, Cody Rhodes criticizes his own first WWE World title. Cody Rhodes had been promoted as the face of WWE ever since he returned to the promotion at WrestleMania 38. He won the Men's Royal Rumble match of 2023 to earn the right to challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 39. Despite failing to win the title at the mentioned event, he did not give up and came back stronger next year. He won the Men's Royal Rumble match again in 2024, and once again, he earned the right to challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania XL. This time, he made no mistake as he defeated Roman Reigns to finally win the undisputed WWE Championship. He had a one-year-long title reign before dropping the championship to John Cena at WrestleMania. 4-1. Cody Rhodes discusses his first world title run. Despite having year-long world title run, Cody Rhodes had to receive a lot of criticism from the fans, as the complaint remained of being a boring championship reign with no proper contender on his way. Rhodes recently talked about his first championship run while speaking with ESPN's First Take. He said, Cody Rhodes defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania XL to win his first world title. I think this time it's more about enjoying it actually than anything. And I know sometimes you get in there in the performance and the heat of the moment, the spots and the moves and the connection with the audience. But having been champion once before, having had a full year with it, and feeling like every bit of pressure could possibly be on me, with WWE cruising to heights it hadn't been at, I wanted to be the lead dog, wanted to be the quarterback. In the second run with it, I also just want to have a good time. Rhodes defeated John Cena at SummerSlam 2025 to win a second world title. John Cena defeated him at WrestleMania 41 to win the undisputed WWE Championship for the record-breaking 17th time. It was also his only championship reign as a heel. Ultimately, Rhodes defeated John Cena at SummerSlam to win the undisputed WWE Championship for the second time. After winning the undisputed WWE Championship for the second time, Cody Rhodes entered a new feud with Drew McIntyre. He also successfully defended the championship against the Scottish Psychopath at WrestlePalooza. The 40-year-old is expected to enter the WrestleMania 42 event as the champion. Why Undertaker's Raw 25 return promo confuses people. There's no doubt that WWE Raw's 25th anniversary didn't exactly live up to expectations in 2018, with many of the nostalgia acts making disappointing appearances and the show being criticized for broadcasting from two venues. However, one of the strangest segments on the episode occurred when The Undertaker returned to the Manhattan Center Grand Ballroom to cut a promo that left many fans beyond confused. The Undertaker's appearance at Raw 25 Inches was his first time back in a WWE ring since April 2017, after having lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 33, and with many believing that the Dead Man had wrestled his last match at the time, it was unclear whether he would be hanging up his boots for good. Therefore, when The Undertaker walked out to the ring on the celebratory night, the WWE Universe was either expecting a retirement speech or possibly an indication that the Phenom would compete one last time at WrestleMania, neither of which transpired. Instead, The Undertaker delivered a promo that touched on his past, without providing too much information about his future. The carnage began on this sacred ground of evil 25 years ago. I've taken legends and ripped them off their pedestals and thrown them in the cold, dark earth. Stone Cold answered to the Reaper. Mick Foley answered to the Reaper. Even my own flesh and blood, Kane, had to answer to the Reaper. They all tried, they all failed. And now, on this sacred ground, I declare for all of those who have fallen, it is truly time you rest in peace. Becky Lynch earns backstage. Praise for guiding AJ Lee through WrestlePalooza return match. When AJ Lee stepped back into the squared circle at WrestlePalooza after nearly a decade away, wrestling fans witnessed what appeared to be magic. The former WWE Women's Champion looked like she'd never left, delivering a performance that reminded everyone why she was once the face of Women's Row when AJ Lee stepped back into the squared circle at WrestlePalooza after nearly a decade away. Wrestling fans witnessed what appeared to be magic. The former WWE Women's Champion looked like she'd never left, delivering a performance that reminded everyone why she was once the face of women's wrestling. But according to backstage sources, there was a master craftsperson working behind the scenes to make that magic happen. The man steps up when it matters most. While AJ Lee captured headlines for her stunning in-ring return, industry insiders are singing a different tune backstage. According to reports from the Fightful Select, Becky Lynch deserves major recognition for orchestrating what could have been a disaster into a masterclass performance. The high-stakes tag team encounter featuring Lynch, AJ Lee, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins carried enormous pressure. With nearly 10 years of ring rust to shake off, AJ faced the daunting task of performing at the highest level on one of wrestling's biggest stages. Lynch's locker room leadership shines through sources within WWE, painted a clear picture of Lynch's invaluable contribution to the match's success. Her role extended far beyond simply executing moves and hitting her marks. Becky Lynch was heavily credited for her performance. One longtime WWE name said that Lynch has helped lead so many wrestlers through matches when they've taken long absences and they feel she did well. This praise highlights a lesser-known aspect of Lynch's career, her ability to elevate others when the spotlight burns brightest. The Irish superstar has built a reputation as someone who can guide returning talent through the complexities of modern wrestling storytelling. From ring rust to wrestling gold. AJ Lee's absence from professional wrestling since 2015 created a unique challenge. The landscape of women's wrestling has evolved dramatically during her time away, with faster-paced action and more complex storytelling becoming the norm. Lynch's expertise in match structure and timing proved crucial in helping AJ navigate these modern expectations. Her behind-the-scenes leadership allowed the returning star to focus on what she does best, connecting with the audience and delivering memorable moments. The perfect ending to a perfect storm. The match concluded with AJ Lee forcing Lynch to submit to her signature Black Widow submission hold, creating a picture-perfect ending to her comeback story. However, those familiar with the situation understand that Lynch's willingness to put AJ over was just one part of her overall contribution to the evening's success. Industry veterans recognize Lynch's ability to make her opponents look like stars, even when she's the one taking the loss. This selfless approach to storytelling has become a hallmark of her career and explains why she's so respected in the locker room. Lynch's performance at WrestlePalooza proves once again why she's considered one of wrestling's most valuable players, not just for what she can do in front of the cameras, but for how she elevates everyone around her when the lights are brightest. As wrestling continues to evolve, will we see more veterans step up to mentor returning legends, or is Becky Lynch truly one of a kind in this regard? Internal reaction to AJ Lee's WWE return. The in-ring return of AJ Lee at WWE WrestlePalooza was a success both in front of the live crowd and backstage. According to a new report from Fightful Select, the internal reaction to her performance was very positive. It was added, "Those that we spoke to in WWE felt she did really well." Becky Lynch was heavily credited for her performance. One longtime WWE name said that Lynch has helped lead so many wrestlers through matches when they've taken long absences, and they feel she did well. The match, which saw Lee team with her husband CM Punk to defeat Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, was her first time competing in over 11 years, and she showed no signs of ring rust, ultimately securing the victory for her team by making Becky Lynch tap out to her Black Widow submission hold. And this is not expected to be a one-off appearance for the former Divas champion, as she signed a new contract with WWE upon her return on September 5, 2025. Lee's return to a WWE ring was one of the most looked forward to matches of the WrestlePalooza event. The 38-year-old had been a fan favorite and one of the most influential performers of her generation before her retirement in 2015. During her first run with the company, she held the WWE Divas Championship 3 times, with one of her reigns lasting a then-record 295 days. She was known for her unique character, which often went against the grain of the typical diva persona of the time. Her famous pipe bombshell promo, in which she called out the other women on the roster for their roles on the reality show Total Divas, is seen by many as a pivotal moment in the lead-up to the women's revolution in WWE. This is just a snippet of the story. For complete details, please visit Fightful Select at AJ Lee was considered for non-wrestling WWE roles before shocking return AJ. Lee and CM Punk defeated Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in a mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza. The former WWE Divas champion returned to the company after Becky Lynch cost CM Punk the World Heavyweight Championship. AJ Lee and CM Punk defeated Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in a mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza. The former WWE Divas champion returned to the company after Becky Lynch cost CM Punk the World Heavyweight Championship. Now that they have defeated Rollins and Lynch, it is expected that AJ Lee will pursue the Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee was considered to return even with a backstage role. Prior to WrestlePalooza, CM Punk sat for an interview with Peter Rosenberg Big E in Indianapolis. During that conversation, he revealed that before Lee returned, the best in the world had happened to be sitting next to Raw and SmackDown's lead producer Jason Jordan on a random flight. It was after that flight that Punk was approached with the possibility of whether Lee would consider a return, even if it wasn't as an in-ring performer. I come back and then, lo and behold, hey, I want to call AJ and, ask her if she's interested in doing anything. Because I think even if the door was closed for her to come back and be a competitor or be an on-screen talent, I think the idea was, hey, if you want to do anything here, if you want to, if there's anything you want to promote, you want to come back, you want to be an ambassador, I think everything, the genesis of everything was just a conversation. Thought Stephanie Vaquer thanks Shawn Michaels more after world title. When Stephanie Vaquer captured the WWE Women's World Championship at WrestlePalooza, marking another major milestone for the Chilean star in 2025. Inside Indianapolis's Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Vaquer defeated former champion IYO Sky to claim the vacant title. After the match, Vaquer celebrated with her father, who had traveled from Chile to watch her perform. WWE NXT head Shawn Michaels later praised her victory on X, and Vaquer expressed gratitude to the family she found within WWE's silver brand. Michaels wasn't the only name to acknowledge her achievement. On X, Vaquer also responded to congratulatory messages from Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and the Bella Twins. This win adds to an already remarkable rookie year for Vaquer, who signed with WWE in 2024. She made her NXT debut that September and quickly rose through the ranks, winning 3 championships in less than a year. In February 2025, she captured the NXT Women's North American Championship, followed by the NXT Women's title just a month later. Now, with the Women's World Championship on her shoulder, Vaquer stands at the top of WWE Raw's women's division. With Crown Jewel on the horizon and a match for the Crown Jewel women's title looming, it appears more gold could be in her future.